On Wednesday, when the verdict was handed down in the trial of Jodi Arias in Arizona, I was bemused by some of the Twitter messages from people claiming not to know who Jodi Arias even was. Clearly, they hadn't been watching HLN. The cable channel, owned by Time Warner, basically CNN's more scandalous sister, has been covering this trial exhaustively for months and months and months, and benefiting from the ratings phenomenon that it's become. In some ways, Jodi Arias' trial was a repeat of Casey Anthony's trial a few years ago.
That's right. Casey Anthony's lawyer says there's no way his client could get a fair trial in Orange County.
The Casey Anthony trial 2 years ago in Florida gained HLN some of its highest ratings in history. 5.2 million viewers turned on the channel for the verdict reading. That was a gain of about 1,700% from the channel's average at that time of day.
Jury in Arizona could come back any moment with the verdict in the Jodi Arias case, and we know you can't wait.
HLN went all out, basically becoming the new court TV channel once again, with special hours of programming, reenactments of the murder, and a nightly jury comprised of viewers, many of whom, well, almost all of whom, believed Jodi Arias was guilty. All of this coverage on HLN also influenced other channels. The morning shows glommed onto the trial, and maybe most significantly, CNN, the bigger sister, so to speak, of HLN, also started covering it more and more. When you're CNN and HLN is beating you every day in the ratings, it's hard to resist covering the trial more. After all, for CNN, the resources were already in place. That's one of the reasons why trials do get so much coverage on television. They're relatively easy to cover. To contrast, the New York Times on Thursday printed about 150 words about the guilty verdict on page 18 of the national section. Now HLN is on to the sentencing phase, and they're taking it every bit as seriously as they did the daily trial. Of course, the one thing that HLN and no channel can ever broadcast is an execution. But they've shown everything else up until the point of the debate now between life in prison or the death penalty.
Lots of speculating on what could happen